Hey, it's time for another Rockstars on God Volume 3 update. What we're doing here is we're looking for these 4 members of the Rev Gen Festival crowd who don't seem to completely be unanimous in their favor of HM Magazine. You know, they have the like emoji, thumbs up, and there's the down emoji, thumbs up. And I think this guy holding the corner is about to rip it, just like the A team, the power team. He's going to just tear that magazine in half like the power team. I got a postcard from Chris White. This is the worst thing I've seen since Carmen tried to exorcise Tammy Faye Baker at Night of Joy. That, of course, is a line from the best movie of the last 5 years, Electric Jesus. I love that movie so much. Why? Because it's about the Christian heavy metal scene. I mean, what coming-of-age teenage movie like The Breakfast Club centers its plot not around a school and detention, but around a summer tour for a Christian heavy metal band called 316. During my interview with TSO's Paul O'Neill, he referenced Michelangelo's Pieta sculpture, and I didn't realize that right behind me, when I was transcribing this, years later, that there's the wooden sculpture of the same thing. How about that? So now let's go down to the update. So there's the collection so far, Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. And we have the prototype cover for Volume 4, a little sneak peek at who's in that issue. And as you can see, I used that was the graphic for Volume 2, that's Volume 3, and this is Volume 4. Notice how the hand is coming outside of the Buster graphic for that, but this has some really cool interviews in it. I remember the Black Label Society interview, the dude was, Zach Wilde was passing the microphone around the bus and letting the other members of the band chime in on the questions we were asking. That was kind of fun. And ET's just hanging out with me, helping me make these edits with encouragement and support. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're making edits. I've got a list of edits that when I was looking at the proof from Ingram Spark, I found a few things that need to be correcting. None of them were gargantuan mistakes that wanted me to make it a delay before I got my second proofreading copy ordered and in my hands, hopefully in several days, hopefully few. And so page 70 over here, whenever you have a quote that continues and to a second paragraph, you need to have a quote mark on the start. You don't have to have an end quote over here, but you need a quote at the start of the next paragraph. And this is consistent throughout the book, but not on this page. And the other one is page 132. And I actually took a picture on my phone of 132 to point out where it was. I need to add a period after Scott replies. This must be the Queensryche interview with drummer Scott Rockenfield. So I'll go over here to page 132, and somewhere on this page it has said Scott Rockenfield, and because I took a picture, Scott replies. There's a comma instead of, there could be a comma there, but that A shouldn't be capital. So I'm just going to put a period there and say a combination of a few things, really. So O is one sentence, and that is the second. Okay, the third, I hope you find this interesting and not completely dull. Page 162, and where's my visual reference? 162, it's gonna be on that paragraph. And it'll come over here and make the change, live on camera. Man, if there's a nuclear explosion right now, it'll be captured live on camera and you'll be able to see this forever, except of course if there was a nuclear explosion, it would probably take out something. So 162, it needs to have a quote mark at the start of the second paragraph. Oh yeah, I said not as excited as you are. This is Jason McMaster of Dangerous Toys. He's still talking here, so we need to add a quote mark. You notice how it moved the text a little bit to the right, but it didn't change the end of this paragraph. If it did, I would have to go through every subsequent page for the rest of this chapter to make sure it was still all laid out correctly. And now, page 204. Let's get the reference here, the visual. Oh, there's my finger pointing it out. Oh, look. A uppercase I, not a lowercase I. Who would make such a mistake? What kind of editor does that in his book or his magazine or whatever you call this reading device material? 204, page 204. There's like 322 pages in this book. Like I said, I'm Catholic. What do I think about his claim? Okay, you know what claim that is, folks. That is the question that I ask every artist in this collection of interviews. Okay, so I've made all the changes in my subsequent proofreading. I'm going to do a save, and here's a little insight into Adobe PDF presets. I can do the press quality version of the book, and I'm going to call this, I'm going to add today's date to it, which is what? Today is the 19th. It's Wyatt Mackenzie Day. All right, here we go. There we go. And that is going to save it and be ready for press. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed that update. We're moving forward to, I'm getting press copies made of the book, and the Kickstarter campaign had been kicked into gear and is moving along, and hopefully we'll have this in your hands soon.